We're going to have a conversation about land laws and the Lord laws. 521, 511, 21. And with what's going on in the Democrat body and the Republican body, again, I only believe in a united body. I don't believe in a Republican body. I don't believe in a Democrat body. And they try and make a different type of body with Trump still doing his thing. I believe in a united body. Because when we have two different bodies, we are the monkeys in the middles. We run it from the Democrat side, we run it to the Republican side, and we don't know who's doing what. If we was working in a place, we want somebody to send down a decision so we what we know they need to do on the manufacturing floor, any workplace. Please, somebody make a decision so we know what we need to do. And we put them people in place to make a decision, and yet they want to blame one another. And we are idiots and monkeys that run back and forth. Not putting them in their place. They get paid a lot of money to do the responsibility. I believe in a united body. Not Trump's law, not the Democrat law, not the Republican law, but the united law. Everybody come together and what's the best decision that we can make that's going to imitate or emulate the Lord laws of humanity, the laws that give the respect to one another. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, do unto others as others do unto you. Give what you expect to receive. We have to learn how to emulate that and answer our questions based on that. Not the stuff right and wrong based on what society says. That's living to the false God. The false God is when we get tied up and know everything. The revised codes. I don't care if it's Ohio revised codes, Florida revised codes, Georgia revised codes. These are all the United States revised codes. And they're revised because they change. Lord laws never change. Free will. If you choose to give your free will to make on a decision based on what society says, you got at the end of the day, when you stand in front of heaven's gate, you're going to contest to that. Nobody's going to be with it. That body, that Democrat body, that Republican body, they're not going to be there to contest to how you made that decision. That decision is yours, mentally and emotionally. You're going to have to deal with that with God. God don't care about the physical perspective of it. But mentally, emotionally, he does. He knows your thoughts, regardless of what you say. He don't care about man-made words. Man-made words that speak to one another. Man, God knows our thoughts before they even come out of our mouth. He knows our thoughts. Believe in that. If you believe in your thoughts, if you think about your thoughts, that is you having a conversation with God. And out of that conversation that you have with God, and if you believe that God is a positive God, it should be a positive solution. Learn how to interpolate that, put them in man-made perspective, that we can understand them. Because God works in a mysterious way. It's up to you. It's up to you to make sure that people understand. We all listen to the same thing. What you hear is different than what I hear. I heard this, you heard that. She heard this, you heard that. He heard this, she heard that. What you hear is because God is talking to you. Believe in what you hear. Believe in your senses. That's a part of your mental and your emotion that said, what is that? What makes me think about that? And when you start thinking about it, you create a thought. And God is going to answer a thought for you. You got to figure out how he's trying to answer it to you. How important is it? We want a lot of things. We want a lot. What do you desire? Pick that one and make it your desire. And then God will focus on it. This here is a lot. It's a lot. Pick one. One. What do you desire? And when you focus on that, that's a law of attraction. Give God a perspective, something that's very important to you, that means a lot to you. Let him figure that out for you. Let him make that happen. Pay attention. Be aware of your thoughts, not your words. Anybody can say anything. We all know that. Most people don't speak their thoughts. But when you learn how to speak your thoughts, to me, you speak the word of God. Find the best word package. Hood, suburban, trailer park, man words, women words, gentleman words, lady words, boy words, girl words, hood. Look, marketing words. What's the words that sell your thoughts? Pick the best words to sell your thoughts. And respect God's thoughts. And guess what? God gonna look at you like, yeah, that's it. That's what I want you to do. Take the time and do that. Take the time to believe in your thoughts. Your thoughts are only between you and God. Doesn't matter what he says or she says. Doesn't matter what I say. My whole book is to teach a person to learn how to establish a mentality to their thoughts. You want to stick a hood mentality, a trailer park mentality, a suburban mentality, a woman mentality, a man mentality, a gentleman mentality, a lady mentality, a goddess mentality, an angel mentality. What words do you want to be paying attention to? Earthbound words, land law words, or heaven words? Heaven words is like a goddess mentality, an angel mentality. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior of gods. I'm a soldier on earth. I'm a warrior in heaven. Look up my name, A.B. Yoden. I understand what A.B. Yoden means. My mother gave me that name at birth. I was born during a time of war. War is life. Your trials and tribulations, the things that God learns from us, that's the war. Question is, what are you teaching God? What are you teaching God? What are you learning? What is he learning from you? You go through life and not learn nothing. That's empty. That's real empty. God don't like ignorance. To me, is empty. Insanity to do something over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Be aware. Learn from what you already did the first time. Remember your past. Live in your present. Plan for your future. Remember your past. In your present, right here, right now. Remember, okay, this is what I did in my past. But I don't want to do this in my past, my future. In my present, I'm gonna do opposite. I'm gonna take a little bit from it and change it up so my future comes out the way I want it. Don't run from your past. Never run from your past. Understand your past because it is part of your present, who you are. It really is. Go back and look at it. What you were as a little boy, what you were as a little girl, in your present form, you're living it out. You just got to see it. You can work at McDonald's, flipping burgers, run a cash register. Or you can work at a billion-dollar corporation that takes 16-year-old kids and retirees and make $1 billion off them. They teach them the 5S program. They learn how to fry burgers within minutes, fries within seconds. When the mama and daddy worry about them boiling water at home. When they work in a start-over kitchen, a state-of-art kitchen, when you work at McDonald's, write down the equipment you're working on. How many BT units is it? How many burgers can it fry within this period of time? How many fries can it fry within it? That coffee maker, it's not it's a commercial coffee maker. It's not a coffee maker that's belonging in a house and home. How many coffees can it make within an hour period of time? If you can't see the deeper value in the things you do, how can you see the deeper values in things of who you are? You're more than just a man. You're more than a woman. When you become a lady, every woman you ever been is within that lady. Me as a G, a gentleman, G-E. I'm a G, a gentleman. I'm every man I ever been. My man in me is a monster, savage. Even a woman's a savage. The gentleness in me, the opposite of that savage is the beast, methodical. I can think. I have compassion, emotion. Just as well physically being as big as the monster, I use my mental, my emotional in my monster form. Only a beast can do that, not a monster. A woman's a monster. A man is a monster. The only time we become a beast is in our gentleman form and our lady form. We say this: I want a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. We don't learn that from our mother, our father, or our pastor. But it's biblical. It's within us. We know that. When we grew up playing with baby dolls and Barbie dolls, they become a man's Barbie. When he was a little boy and kicking his sister Barbie, he was just jealous because it wasn't his time to have one yet. But we get a living human form Barbie, breathing, that's methodical and emotional, that can react. You got to know how to react to it. And that's not in your man form. That's in your gentleman form. That's when a man was greater than a man. It's a gentleman. Because I possess every man I ever been. Whatever a woman decided to bring out on me, I learned how to possess that particular man in me, in my gentleman form. That's learning the game. Understand the game. We got to make it through earth, which is hell, our trials and tribulations. It's our mission. My mission is make it back to heaven's gate. At the end of the day, I want to stand out at heaven's gate. The only thing that can go through heaven's gate is my spirit. My soul can't. It still carry part of the physical form. My belief, the spirit brings the soul alive. It occupies within the mind, not the heart, the mind. The mind is a computer system. It runs everything. Breathing, heartbeat, think, thought, consuming, consumption, food, the mind. When that spirit takes control of that mind, when that soul takes control of that body, see, the soul can heal the body. Question is, what heals the soul? I believe the spirit. And once the spirit leaves the soul's body, the soul, once the spirit leaves the soul, and once the soul leaves the body, I don't believe in death. It's infinity. The spirit lives on. It doesn't matter if it comes back as a tree, grass, dolphin, lion, shark, all living things. It's based on what God chooses. And the only way you can make it through heaven's gate, I believe Jesus was given that job by God. Because you know why? Jesus gave his life for us. When Jesus gave his life with God's children, the question is, Jesus, when you get ready to cross heaven's gate, Jesus is going to ask you, what are you going to give to see my Father? My answer to Jesus, I'm going to give the same thing you give. This is me giving my life right now, talking to you. Talking to you. I don't have to take the time. On earth, I'm a good, successful man. Good-looking man. That's in my physical form. Materialistic. Make good money. I can't take that money to heaven. I can't take my physical form to heaven. The only thing I can take to heaven's gate is my soul. The only thing that can go through heaven's gate, I believe, is my spirit. So if I can educate God's children, let go of your physical form. God wants you to live the best life you can on earth. God said, do this. Do on the earth as you would do in heaven. If you can live through your trials and tribulations without hurting God's children, we are all God's children. Doesn't matter what shape, size, color, or creed we are. We are all God's children. He has a beautiful fruit bowl. He don't want one type of fruit in there. Every fruit brings a different flavor. Every human, every creature, every living thing. Life of infinity. Understand it. Two yin-yang signs, the left hand and right hand connected, it's infinity. Who you here to run with? Who's your soul mate? Who's your spiritual mate? Understand that and look for yourself within that. It's so much more bigger than the physical earth. Earth don't mean shit. Don't get confused or convicted between earth and heaven, hell and heaven, land and Lord. Understand, make sure that you don't conflict earth laws more superior than heaven laws. Then you living by the false God. Anything pertaining to land over heaven, over the Lord, you living to the false God. Religion over God. If you believe more in religion than God himself, false God. If you cannot listen to wisdom, don't believe everything you read. Believe what you sense. When you sense it, to me, that's God speaking. I don't know what the fuck you sense. I don't. Nor do I care. It's not for me. It's for me to understand what I sense. Because that's what God talking to me. I got to pay attention to the thing I sense. Once I can pay attention to that, then I can hear God through my thoughts. We got two eyes, two ears. Wonder why. One mouth. God don't give a fuck what we got to say. Don't believe everything you see and don't believe everything you hear. You got to take the time to analyze it. But if you can see it from two perspectives, hearing it from two perspectives, it narrows the field down right in the middle. And God don't like a fence rider. A fence rider is a person sitting on heaven's gate and they don't know, they decide if it's heaven's side or earth side. Guess what? Earth is hell. And if you even just take the little slightest time to maybe, guess what? God gonna push you over. He's gonna push you over in the hell and say, guess what? Purgatory. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again till you come up and be definitive and know exactly what side you want to stand on. Heaven side or earth side. The biggest trick that ever played, he changed hell into earth. Don't be blessed and happy in heaven or hell on earth. Earth is hell. If you happy in earth and hell, they one are the same. And at the end of the day, where do you really want to stand? In earth or heaven? Hell or heaven? Earth and hell are one of the same. Heaven? Everybody has their heaven. Learn how to live your world with inside this world. Only invite the positive things inside your world, not the negative things. God is a positive creature, I truly believe. All my brothers and sisters, doesn't matter what color, shape, size, or who you are. I believe all females are goddesses. I believe all males are angels. Ask about your celestial being. What is a celestial being? What is a deity? A deity. There's all different types of goddesses. There's all different types of angels. Me, as a warrior angel, I'm archangel. My job is to protect my mother and my sister. I am blessed with that. And I show God I would die for them.